Welcome, everybody, to episode 5, the W word. We got Lena in the house.
Hello, hello, hello.
The topic today is worthiness,
The W word.
the W word. uh,
Hey,
I'm
Donna.
your
Hey,
host,
Raina.
Christine Cruz, and this is
And I
Lena.
am Lena,
I'm just waiting for people
your
to come
other
in.
host.
So if you want, we could just start with the intros while we get people coming in.
Uh,
You go first
sure.
this time.
Just so you know, I got this cool little drum thing, so I've been
Ooh.
playing it just to set the mood.
Hey, everybody!
Hi, everybody. Hi, hi, hi. I want to call out every single name that's
Am I
jumping on, but I
lagging?
feel like I always waste too much time doing that. So, everybody.
All right. While people are joining in, why don't we just go for the intro? Tell a little bit about yourself real quick.
Okay, so hello everyone. If you haven't tuned in to our lives that we've been doing and you have no idea who the hell I am, welcome to our Everything is Fine. And my name is Lena. Cece gave me the honor of being a part of this, and I'm so grateful for it because I think every session that we do, we get more and more people on it, and we learn more ourselves about the topic. And it also is beneficial for us because it's also things that we go through too. So don't feel like you're by yourself. You're not. Intro is, my name is Lena. I'm currently in my van because I am living the van life. I am inside of the van. So I'm traveling currently, and I am a social worker. I graduated with my master's degree in social work. What else? I am just Lena. I'm just a person, just like you, just like Cece, and I am just trying to live. I'm trying to live out here. That's who I am.
That was great. You're a lot of things. You really are. You're
I
an amazing friend.
am, but we
That's
don't
for
have
sure.
time for all of that.
We don't have time.
No.
All right, go on. I'll say my intro then. If you don't already know me, my name is Christine Cruz. I'm a photographer. I'm a mother first. I'm a photographer second. I'm also a visual artist, and I'm also a suicide survivor. This is definitely an episode that is really heavy for me because as someone who has suffered from depression, feeling worthy is always just a reoccurring thing that happens in your mind. So I'm really excited to be here and hold the space. Um, this is this is great to just have Lena here. I know we talked yesterday, but seeing you again, I'm just like, I haven't seen you in so long. I literally just saw
I
you like
I
on
literally
Sunday.
contemplated going to New York just to sit next to you to do the live, get on a plane, do the live, hug you, and then just
That
jump
would be
back on a plane.
awesome. Uh, but all right, so why don't we just start with our intentions? You know,
Okay. Let's do a reminder also, guys, that this is a very safe space. So anything that you share here stays here. We are honored with whatever you share, whatever you want to open up. Just know. So yeah. So basically, the purpose of this live is to understand the meaning of being worthy and self-worth, how worth, self-acceptance, and self-esteem, they go hand in hand.
right.
So all of that just kind of collaborates with
Reclaim
each
your
other.
self worth.
Yes, reclaim your self-worth
That
because you
shit.
are worthy. And yeah, that's
Feel
basically
it.
our intention. Feel it, feel it, feel it. So why don't you hit them with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5s?
Lena, you're breaking up a little bit. I don't know if it's just me though. Maybe I'm breaking
Uh,
up. I don't know. Are we
yeah,
breaking
your
up?
face looks. I think I look good. I think your face looks a
It's
little distorted.
it's probably my service. It's definitely.
Uh, okay, so I'll 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 hit you guys. If you guys have not tuned into these lives yet, we start off with a how are you feeling today, and it's a number based 1 through 5. So 1 is not good. Well, so just drop the number into the comment box on how you're feeling today. So 1, not good. 2, could be better. 3, I am open to receive. 4, good. And 5, amazing, refreshed. So hit the numbers, put them right in the comment box, and let us know how you are feeling right this very second. Don't be shy. Throw the number in. If you're a -1, hit that, because we're going to change and show you how worthy
Leo.
you are. Um, I'm gonna put
Yes.
I'm gonna put 3.5.
Wow. I'm gonna put 3. I feel like I'm always a 3. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm okay.
In the beginning,
Yeah,
in the beginning.
I know. It's just always because I think it's more because I'm nervous. So I'm always like, oh, this is crazy. What
Yeah.
am I doing? Yeah. So that's what it always gets better, though. It really does. That's
Yeah.
awesome, Angel.
Got some three.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
You have a lot of different. Awesome. I love that. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
someone's a 5. Yes. 1, 2.
I'm
Man,
gonna
this is
start
great.
glistening in here in a minute because I'm sweating and I can't turn the fan on because then you won't hear me.
It's like
I'm glistening. I'm glistening.
it's really cold here right now. I'm in a blanket and I'm sweating right
I wish. I'm like,
now. I have the heat on actually because I'm freezing, but
oh hell
it's
no.
I know I'm crazy right now. So let's
Why don't
go
you
ahead.
hit them with hit them with the definition of worthy. What does worthy mean?
So having or showing the qualities or abilities that merit recognition in a specified way, such as deserving, reliable, satisfying, trustworthy, moral, noble. I'm skipping some. I'm sorry.
All
Model.
good.
Um, why don't you elaborate on that definition?
Admirable, worthwhile. So basically, like these are some of the words that can break down worthiness. So the word deserving alone, like when you don't feel word for you to really sit and think about, like, why am I not deserving? Why am I deserving? What do I deserve? What can I do so I can feel deserving? So certain words break down the sense of feeling worthy in yourself, your own self-worth, your worth to others. Trustworthy, are you trustworthy in yourself? If you're not feeling self-worth in yourself, how can you expect others to feel and give you the worthiness that you're trying to ask for or trying to feel from other people if you're not feeling it for yourself? The first
Absolutely.
thing is you have to feel worthy within yourself. Like that's the most important thing. If you don't feel it within yourself, no matter what anybody else does, you're still not going to feel worthy. You have to do the work. It takes practice, and you have to do the work in order to get yourself there. So you can feel worthy because everybody, every single person is worthy.
Yeah.
No matter how anybody has made you feel, no matter how you make yourself feel, at the end of the day, you are worthy.
Um, I see a question here. It says, what happens when some of the closest people around you don't see you that way? I honestly
Good
this
question.
that's like this is how I felt for so long. Especially with family. Sometimes family can make you feel that way. Sometimes your best friends can make you feel that way, not intentionally. Sometimes they just don't even realize what they're doing. And so, or maybe they do, and maybe they do it intentionally. Um, it's so much harder when it's somebody you love that's making you feel unworthy. But really, it comes to being that for yourself so that other people, no matter what they think of you or how they make, are trying to make you feel, that you feel it no matter what. So those are the things you should try to unpack, like we're going to do today. So I'm really excited. That was a great question. Um, Angel, you want to read that one, Lena?
Yeah. I think that's someone wrote, I think that's when you really need to surround yourself with new people. I'm sorry you're
Yeah.
feeling that way. Yes, but sometimes that can be tricky because if it's family, like it'll be hard to a new, but setting
Yeah.
boundaries
Yeah.
is important when it comes to your family. Being that you can't get rid of them really. I mean, you can and you can't, but yeah, I think that making sure, as creations said, that when the closest people around you don't see you that way, you have to put that to the side because you need to focus on you. You cannot focus on what everybody else is feeling or thinking about you. At the end of the day, you have to do the work for yourself because who knows how long it's going to take you to see this person to see your worthiness. Like, don't you value your
Yeah.
time? Like, your time is important. So don't you value your time enough to literally say, well,
I
I'm not
will
going to wait for you to make me feel worthy. I'm going to make myself feel worthy.
I will say though, like as somebody who like, a lot of it has to do with also your personality. Like my personality, like maybe it has a lot to do when I was little. I was very shy. So as a kid, like I was shy to the point where I didn't even talk. Like I would just be giggling because I'd be so nervous. And when you're like
Mm,
that, I feel like for most of your life, you start to just feel like, like there's something wrong with you. And I don't know, there's a lot of things that I feel like you have to unpack in order for you to really, you know, understand how to get back. For me, it was really hard. It's just not, it's hard. It's really hard. Even now, like, we talked yesterday, like, it's still hard for me right now to feel worthy. Of things, of just normal things. And just, it's so hard to just feel like you are enough, So just know it's a daily like work that you have to do.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
every single day you have to train your mind to think differently. So let's just get into what makes a person worthy.
Sure. Can we just answer this quick question real quick by Reina? Hey Reina, what if you don't always feel worthy of your child's love?
Oh, oh my gosh.
I mean, I think that we both can
Yeah. Yeah.
we can both dissect that because we're both mothers. You want to go first, or um,
I'm trying to just like put my thoughts into words because that's like
you want to
so
you
hard.
want to put your
I would
thoughts, and then I'll say mine since my child is older
Yeah.
and I've went through that, and I actually am still going through that.
Yeah.
So basically, like, it's hard being a mom. It really is. It's a beautiful gift. But it's also, it's, sorry, this thing is freezing. Okay. Um, it's also work. Like, you want to be this like stand up model, for role model for your child, and you will bend over backwards and you will try your best and you will do all these things. Even as little kids will just spit out some hurtful words, and if they don't get what they want, they're like, I hate you, mom. Like, you're the worst mom in the whole world. Like, those things are so terrible for a parent to hear, but we have to remember that those words come from a child who doesn't know
Yeah.
better. I think me and my personal experience, my daughter's 24 now, and damn, she's old. She's 24 now, but I have to go through things where, as a teen, I try to win her love by trying to show her that I'm a good mom, that, you know, I have flaws, that I've made mistakes, that I'm not perfect, that I'm sorry I put you through certain things as a kid. I was a kid too. I was ignorant. I didn't know better. So it's almost like a cat and mouse where you're trying to work your hardest to show your child that you love them, and that, you know, you want to feel validated, you want to feel worthy. Like, I have put my whole life on the line for you. Like, why don't you see that? Or why don't I feel it? So it's important to remind yourself that you
I think,
are something that's going to go away, or when they get older it's going to go away. It's just, you have to keep reminding yourself that you are doing the best that you can.
yeah. And every age is so hard. Like, it's different. It's like totally, especially as they get, you know, older. My daughter's 10 right now. So it's a lot of like, and I'm, you know, this is my first child. I've never had another child. So single mom also. So for a while, so we have such a different bond. And I think, with kids, it's like they're resilient. They also, you make sure forgiveness is such a big thing with me and my daughter. um, Talk to them. No matter how old they are, they're able to understand in a certain ways, even if they're really young. So even just saying sorry to them, even when they're young, or if you feel like you overstepped, or maybe you got too angry, or I really feel like just them understanding that, you know, like mommy makes mistakes and she's not perfect, you know,
Yeah.
and love each other anyway, and that works both ways, you know. um and that really just solidifying a relationship with your child in that way, and just being honest with them when you mess up.
Yeah.
That's how I parent, every time. And every time my daughter gives me all that love, I'm able to receive it. It helps me so much, because we have such a bond where she understands that I'm not perfect, she's not perfect, but we're trying together and we're growing together and we're figuring it out.
Right.
um
Right.
and I really hope, you know, you find that, because it's, you know, it's definitely hard with kids. It's not easy.
Yeah.
Every day is like a new challenge, especially in
Yeah.
the live in right now, you know.
They throw curveballs.
Yeah.
They have their own team of curveballs.
Yeah.
So you better learn some
Yeah.
softball or some baseball and start dodging those
And
curveballs.
it's
But make
have
sure you catch
yeah,
a few and put them in their place. I love
in
here.
other moms, you
I
know.
love
I feel
that
like
guys are. Sorry, I
it's important.
think you're
I
freezing.
think I'm breaking up. I'm pretty sure. Am I breaking up?
I I, I don't know. Put it in the chat. Who's breaking up here?
No, Lita, I think you are. Is it me breaking up?
I don't know. I think I see myself clearly.
Probably.
I'm not sure.
That's probably me.
Sorry,
Anyway, yeah.
guys. This is technology for you. I love that everybody is really, this topic
People
right
are.
here. Everybody's got something to say. So I think we should kind of just stick to this a little bit. What do you think, Cece? Just responding to these things, being that we're in the moment.
Okay, I didn't hear what you said, but yeah, go for it.
All right. So I'll take your next paycheck. Thank you.
Yeah, okay, yeah, whatever. Fine, Lita.
um Creation said, I also found myself building my resume of worthiness by doing extraordinary things for them to finally be proud, and they aren't. So I'm learning to do me, but it's so hard. I
Yeah,
love that you said that, because building my resume of worthiness is crazy. Like, you should not have to build your resume of worthiness just to prove yourself to people.
yeah,
You know, that should come from within. Like, listen, if this is not enough for you, then that might be a you problem. And you're going to have to kind of just take the L on that one, on their life, because at the end of the day, you have to put your energy into, like you said, like, you're learning to do you. Take the energy that you're trying to make them proud and take that energy back and put it into yourself and continue for you to do the work. because it doesn't matter what you do at the end of the day. Like you said, like, you're building a resume, you're continuing to try to do all these things to make them feel proud of you. If they're not proud of you, let it go. They need to, that's on them, and they need to focus on them. You have to focus on you and build your resume for yourself. What are the things I can do to build myself up of my own worthiness? Build your own resume for yourself. Don't do it for somebody else.
All right, let's try to start what we're gonna do really quick, and then we'll try to
Yes.
get to.
Yeah, we'll come back to these.
But feel free to
Yep.
talk to each other. I mean,
Parenting doesn't come with a manual. Yeah, keep talking in there, guys. So let's step into what makes a person worthy. We're good?
You keep breaking up, and I keep hearing.
Damn it.
No,
Sorry.
it
I got my Wi-Fi in too.
might be me, so it's.
Let me turn my Wi-Fi on and see if that'll help.
Let me see what I can do. Sorry, guys. Now. We're just had technical difficulties, so give us a second. We're talking about worthiness, though. I'm so grateful for you, and thank you guys so much. Can you guys hear me? Am I coming in okay?
Sorry.
Hello?
I think we should be good now. Good?
Hello?
IG is definitely sucking. That seems better. Thank you, boss trainer. So we said, sorry for all the glitches, guys. So we said, what makes a person worthy, right?
Yeah.
Being or feeling worthy does not mean you are above everyone else. So, you know, some people feel like feeling worthy is like confidence or cockiness, and it's just like, no, it's doesn't mean that you're above other people. It just means that you feel good about yourself. Like, why should it be a negative thing to feel good about yourself? It should be a positive thing to feel good about yourself, and it should be a good thing to exude that to other people.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that you're not going through things and you're not battling things. Like, you have your own things to battle, but you cannot feel like you're above anybody else by you feeling worthy. If you feel worthy, good for fucking you. Like, you deserve to feel worthy. Period.
Period.
And it also means that you are aware that you deserve respect and have respect for yourself. So same thing with what creation said. Like, make sure that you are aware and that you deserve respect and you have respect for yourself. Because at the end of the day, if these people don't have respect for you, your friends, your family, you have to respect yourself. You can't always be the doormat. Exactly.
Yes, Leah.
I love that Cece's just smiling over there. You're so cute.
This is so great. I feel everything. This is such a heavy topic for me, so I'm really grateful that you constructed this in a way where we can just go, one by one. And this is so important. I'm getting to that place where I feel worthy. Like, today, I feel so much better than yesterday. And
Right.
every day it's get better as long as I keep putting in that work.
Yeah.
And then I'll be one of these fuckers. I'm just kidding.
Every day is a daily practice, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, I felt like shit a month ago. I was at a real fucking low, like low, like pretty bad. And people knew it, like random people would send me a message like they know something's wrong, or I would share it with like people that I really care about what I was going through. But I have to do the work, and I got to practice to be kind to myself, and I got to remember that I am fucking worthy and I am human and I make mistakes, but I know who I am internally, right? So same thing with you. Like, you have to work on yourself every day, just like you said, Cece. Today might be great, tomorrow might be shit, the next, but It's going to be a roller coaster, but if you don't put the work and if you don't practice, you ain't getting nowhere. Like, if you just want to sit, wallow away, talk badly to yourself, use unkind words to yourself, feel like you're not good enough, you're just going to sit there and continuously feel that. And all you're doing is putting all that energy into the universe. All you're doing is putting all that energy for others to see you that way and give you that same energy you're giving yourself. So flip it around and start talking nice to yourself. Get your ass off of the bed, get your ass off of the couch, and go read a book, go give yourself some self-care, meditate, do whatever you got to do to get out of that funk, because that funk is funky and nobody wants funk.
You don't want to lay in your own funk.
Yeah. Go wash your ass, wash your unworthy shit, and do the work. You want to read the blue part?
Yes, I do.
Meditation.
Self-acceptance gives you confidence in yourself. Accept yourself unconditionally and without exception. Learn to accept parts of yourself you consider undesirable. This is so big. I hate myself all the time. Well, I did. Not anymore. I used to hate
Take that
myself
back.
all the time. No matter, like, even if I made progress, even if I was working out, it was like there's always stuff to hate about. Like, that's how I always felt in my mind. And that's what, when you feel unworthy, it's like really how you feel all the time. But having the new acceptance, like actually practicing and learning how to like give myself that acceptance of like, you know, like I'm beautiful. I'm great. Like, I feel
Oh,
good.
yeah.
I do so much work on myself every single day that I do not even give myself enough credit for. You know, I really do have in my 30s have self-accepted more than any time in my life, I feel like, so far.
Can you share?
And
Can you share one of the things that you do for yourself every day?
yeah,
Putting you on the
I
spot.
guess it's more of like, no, it's fine. I would say let's start with like like negative talk. Like, so I've been noticing a lot more, especially when I'm depressed, that I really talk to myself in such a horrible negative way. And
Mm-hmm.
it's more like, you know, like, that was stupid. Why'd you say that? Or like stupid things like that. But also, like, I make mistakes. I'm human. So I tend to dwell on it a little too hard sometimes. It definitely, I'm now currently, I'm now learning to catch myself, to confront myself saying like, am I stupid? Or did I really, you know, like, it's okay to make mistakes. Like, I'm actually talking to myself, having a conversation in my head pretty much. And there's like these two things battling it out, saying like, one person's like, you know, you're not worthy, you suck. And the other person's like, what are you doing? So I'm constantly challenging myself now. As before, I
Yeah.
didn't do that. I didn't confront myself. I just let it happen. I just let it happen in my head. I was like, they're right. I do suck. I'm horrible.
No. No.
I am doomed for the rest of my life, you know, like, or because this happened to me, I don't feel like myself, you know, like, so there's just a lot of, you know, trauma could really, depending on what you've been through, trauma could really, you know, keep holding you back. It makes you feel so unworthy of other things in your life. So today and every day, you know, for the last couple of weeks, I've really confronted myself, and I stopped myself from saying like, you know, you're stupid or you're dumb or this is why'd you know, whatever it was. I can't specifically name anything right now.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
do that a lot. Like, there's just so many other things. Like, I just feel like you know, if you don't stop yourself, if you're not like, wait, why am I thinking this? You know,
Right.
look at all the things that I've done that are good and great, and you know, that has helped me or someone else. You know, so
Yeah.
just stop it.
Replacing the negatives with positives.
That's the number one thing that I feel like is helping me currently. Is not letting myself get away with treating myself poorly. and
Yeah.
in the way I talk to myself more than anything.
Right.
Anyway.
Right. I love that.
What about you?
Self-talk.
You
Self-talk. Self-talk yourself.
self-talk.
Self-talk yourself. Exactly what you said. Every time that a negative thought or something you say bad about yourself, remind yourself why you're here and why and how you got so far. Or like if
Yeah.
you say something like, I'm so stupid, so switch it around and just say, no, I'm not. I have a fucking job. I have a house. I'm a great
Yeah.
mom. Like just reverse all of that. What I do, oh my God, I do so much self-care now. It's crazy.
Oh, oh,
I meditate. I've been meditating every day for over a month, 2 times a day. I journal right after it, just to get my feelings out and express how I'm feeling. Because for me, I'm kind of stubborn and kind of it's crazy because I'm a social worker and I love listening to other people. But when it comes time for me to share, I kind of just I can only like allow myself to trust some people with my heart, you know. Journal. I write about what I'm feeling. So and the pen and like we have this relationship where I feel like judgments and I feel enough to write about it. So yeah, those are the things that I'm doing to remind myself that I am worthy. Like I'm going to keep staying out of my head and negative talking myself, and I'm going to allow good things to come into my space. Yeah. And me and boss trainer Omalara here, we've been meditating every single day, and we share our meditations and building a community. Like you have to build a community and people that kind of have the same interests as you. So me and Omalara have been sharing meditations daily, and I'm like, oh, that's a good one. I'll hit her with another one, and it's kind of just like we're uplifting each other. We're being there for each other, and that's what you need to do. You need to build community with people that trust and you feel like you can share your space with. Grateful for Omalara. um, Cece, you there?
your people. Yeah. You hear me?
Uh,
Hello?
hold on. It looks like you're breaking up.
Hello?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. All right.
You're good?
Okay?
Oh, add me to the list of sharing. I got you, Hanifa. We will let you guys know about the meditation app that we use. It's absolutely amazing. It's called Insight Timer. Look it up in the App Store. It's free. I will definitely add you.
Do the last one that you did.
Huh?
I want to do the last one.
Oh, yeah. So I basically did a meditation last night on worthiness just to get myself into this realm. And then I did a meditation before this live on worthiness. And it literally had me like euphoric. I felt like I was like in euphoria and I felt like high in myself, like energy wise. I just felt like, yes, like all the words I needed to hear, the sound of the meditation guider was just very calming. Yes, it's important. It's important. Next thing.
Hello?
I'm sorry. I feel like you keep freezing. I don't know if it's you.
It might be me. I
Okay.
don't know. I took my Wi-Fi off because I don't know if it's just the Wi-Fi interfering. So I hope
Oh, gotcha. I hear you
I'm so sorry.
now though.
Okay, good.
No, you're good.
Okay.
You're good.
I did hear that last part though. So, you want to go into the next just to move it along because it's already 7:30 and I know we want to hold space, but I actually have to leave today at around 8ish.
Okay.
Have a little.
Oh, she said it's freezing on both ends.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it might be Instagram today. We're gonna blame it on
Yeah, let's
Instagram.
put it on Instagram.
So we're gonna talk about things that cause lack of self-acceptance. You want to hit them with that?
Yeah. Relationship issues, financial issues. That's a big one right now for me. because I'm fucking, wedding shit. It's horrible. Abusive relationships. It could be family, friends, partners, coworkers. Um, Poor treatment of self. That's definitely it too.
The
I know.
devil and the
Yeah,
angel.
the
Yep. Yep.
angel. Um,
Yep.
these are all things that really like cause you to feel unworthy, and maybe it's old trauma, maybe it's trauma from your past, maybe maybe it's your health, maybe it's something that that you feel like you can't control, and that stuff is really hard to confront. So these are all
It could stem from childhood. So it's like, how would you have had control as a child when your parent is telling you like you're not good enough, or like you suck at that, or you can have these abusive people in your life, and as a child you don't have any control of that, so that will affect you as you get older. So it can stem from you being a child to you being an adult now and never having that feeling of unworthiness as a child, and then developing it as you get older. Just like you said, it can result from relationship
yeah.
issues. Relationship issues are freaking a big one. Like, if you're with a person that doesn't make you feel worthy, if you're with a person that makes you question who you are as a person, if you're sorry, if you're with a person that does not see the value that you bring to the table, why are you with this person?
Yeah.
You have to be with somebody that is equal to the things that you desire and you want in your life. If that person is not there, bye. Like, you grow in your own time, but I need to focus on me. I can't make somebody who I want them to be, but at the end of the day, like, your worthiness is what counts. So if you're in a relationship that you're feeling unworthy no matter what you do, say, blah, 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 bye. There's another fish out there.
I mean, also, if you're in like a marriage or something like that, but you definitely want to communicate that you're feeling this
Well,
way.
yeah, I guess.
Just so we're clear, not every, don't just say
Kidding?
bye.
Hmm.
Types of relationships. So
You're
like,
right.
how committed you are. Like, if you need to confront your partner and say like, hey, like, you're making me feel this way because whatever the reason you're making, or not maybe that way, but to say like, this is making me feel this way, or
Right.
just expressing to them how you're feeling. And if they're not changing and that's something that's still there, then that's something that you need to consider. Another alternative, maybe going to counseling, maybe getting therapy, I don't know. But
Setting
just
setting the boundaries. Like, I'm not gonna allow you to treat me this way anymore.
because
Yeah.
if you don't do that, it's the same thing is going to keep happening. You're always going to feel like you're not good enough for anything, for anyone.
Yeah.
That's to me, like, all this stuff, like every single thing on this list of, I feel like has happened to me, or I feel that like I've stayed in a relationship maybe a little too long, like I've gotten, abuse. Like, if it's definitely, when we talk about this is definitely something that I've gone through and I've dealt with, on different levels.
Yeah.
It's not easy. This is definitely taken me a long time to really accept a lot of this reasons why, all this stuff was making me feel unworthy. I didn't really understand.
Yeah.
I didn't put that connection together. I was just like, I feel unworthy. Why the fuck do I feel unworthy? Like, I don't
Right.
know, all this stuff. But then I'm like, why do I feel this way? But it's because of all these things that you really have to unpack and let go of.
Right.
But let's keep going.
Uh, okay. So let's just read real quick. Like we said, everything kind of combines itself. Worthiness, self-acceptance, they all play a role into each other. So what happens when you don't feel worthy? So that can leave you feeling unmotivated and can make self-care difficult. So that's something that we just spoke about. You feel unmotivated. You don't want to get up from bed. It's leading into a depression. You don't want to get up and go to work, go to school.
The most unworthy, I'm sorry to cut you off, the most
No,
unworthy
no, go
I've
ahead.
ever felt was when I was a single mom. And I was barely providing for my child, because I'm working like a dog, and every paycheck is going to, your rent. Every paycheck is going to food. Like, you have nothing for yourself that you can give yourself in that way, or you're just barely getting by. I think
Right.
those are things where I've felt like self-care was not even a thing. Like, it was hard to do the dishes. It was hard to clean. It was so hard to take care of things because it was just everything felt so overwhelming. Financial, everything just felt so big. Like, I was in this big pit, or I was just like this big mountain I had to climb, and
Mm.
I had no nothing. I had a child with me, and now I have to climb the mountain. So this really, like, when I just really want to say, like, this is something I've absolutely feel or felt, you know what I mean? And at one point in my life, that's not only the only time I felt that, but
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
definitely not alone if you do feel that way right now. If that's something you do feel. But sorry, keep going.
No, no, I totally agree with what you're saying. Thank you for sharing that because it is important. You have to remind yourself. You have to constantly self-talk yourself and the self-care thing that we talked about. Um, you know, Probably just like waking up and feeling like miserable and going at a slow pace that you don't care enough to do your hair, take a shower, um, uh, eat. Like some people just wallow away and they can't even eat because their anxiety is like trapping their stomach. Like who can eat when you're so like overwhelmed with your own feelings? So it's important that you do the self-care. Even if you're feeling that way, try your best to push. Try your best to push and to self-talk and remind yourself like I know I feel like this today, but I gotta get up. I gotta get up and I gotta do something because me sitting here is not gonna get me anywhere. I gotta get up and do something. Go comb your hair. Go eat something. Just get up from the space that you've been sitting in for the past 2 hours. Just get up and stretch. At least do something like that.
Absolutely.
Um, so why can it be difficult to feel worthy? So it stems from childhood trauma, like we said. Those are things that you cannot control as a child. And they lead to your adulthood, but maybe finding support, alternatives, a therapist, whatever it is to get that outlet to get you to talk about those things. So you're not talking about them internally to yourself and feeling like you're alone because you're never alone. People think that they're alone and it's just like you're just not allowing people in.
Yeah.
So
That's
so
felt that was one of the things when I first started living on my own. And I was like about 18, and I always, I had so many friends and I loved them all. I still friends with them, some of them to this day, but I felt always alone. I've always felt alone. I know I saw that comment.
I'm like, I did Sage. I drink my Florida water. Damn it, whoever you are.
But it is, it's like I've always felt alone. I could be around like 1,000 people or like a bunch of people, and you could still feel like completely utterly alone in your head, you know what I mean, and in your mind. So it's really important to just take care of yourself, and I guess unpack these traumas, unpack your past,
Yeah,
unpack
yeah.
the present, whatever it is, to get yourself out of these difficult, mindsets.
Yeah. And like Leo said, he said, self-care is important. Took me the hard way to realize I needed to do it for myself. That's why it's called self-care, because nobody's going to do it for you. So it's important that even hard way or not, you realize that you're the, you're the only one that has control of that. So you have to make sure that you do it. Because if you wait around for someone else to do it, it's never going to happen. Self-care is built from yourself.
Yes.
Um, So, why is feeling worthy so important? So, self-worth is at the foundation, the root for the concepts of self-acceptance and self-love. Without feeling a solid sense of worth or value, it is difficult, if not impossible, to feel worthy of love from self and others. Same thing that we've talked about. It all stems together: self-acceptance, self-love, your worthiness. You will not, it's nearly impossible to feel it from anyone else if you don't feel it within yourself first. Like, you are the number one priority that has to feel this worth. If you don't feel it, no matter what anybody else does, you're not going to feel it. You have to feel it within yourself first.
Because if you know you're worthy or you're worth it, then anybody else that tells you you're not, you're gonna be like, you're full of shit. You know, I know. So you're able to be like, fuck you. I'm saying, am I cursing too much today?
Oh my God, no, you're good.
Sorry, guys. But you're basically,
this is an adult conversation. We can say whatever we want.
I think last time on the love. But,
go brush your teeth. I do it.
Do you want to keep? Let's just keep going right now, because
yeah. So next one is so why is that one was why is feeling worthy so important? This one is, why is self-acceptance so important? It gives you more confidence in yourself and makes you less vulnerable to criticism against yourself. Accepting yourself unconditionally through the good times, through the bad times, when things don't turn out your way, when you do something great and the next day maybe you don't do something great. This all stems from even just like from people at work, your boss, people critiquing you, making you feel like, I don't know, your boss shits on you for doing one bad thing. Meanwhile, you've done 20 great things. And then all of a sudden you feel like you're not worthy. Nope. Sorry. Bye. Like, no, you have to make sure that you're accepting yourself unconditionally.
Yeah, that's huge, because I definitely used to struggle with that. It's like, you accept parts of you, all the good parts. You know, you're like, oh, I'm good at this, so I accept that. But you have to accept everything. It just has to happen. You have to accept it all, and know that who you are. Yeah. So let's keep it.
Read that green part, Cece.
Yeah.
That bottom part. Read it like powerfully.
I feel like I'm about to reclaim your self-worth. Recognize what a deserving person you are. Recognize, bitch.
You're crazy.
Because if you don't, like, nobody else is gonna see that. Well, maybe they will. Probably tell you.
Right.
But
right. So I know we have to move on, right? Let's go. So let's read. So low self is. You want me to keep reading, or you want to take turns?
Keep going. I'll interject every time.
Okay.
Like, I have that.
Perfect. Things to not do for, building your low self-esteem. Joking about yourself in a negative way. Stop it. Being critical about yourself. Stop it. Focusing on negatives, ignoring all of your achievements and accomplishments. CC, say it. Stop it.
Shit.
Blaming self when things go wrong.
Stop that shit.
Thinking that you don't deserve good things in life.
Stop it. That shit.
Yeah. So that's for your low self-esteem. Build that shit up.
I think I'm gonna write these in a little thing, and because I really love all these, and I want to say them to my stop it.
You're gonna put like a stop sign?
Yeah, exactly.
Stop sign. Yeah.
I'm gonna write that for you guys. So everything we just said, because I feel like those are really good things that you should be saying to yourself. Like, stop doing this shit. Like, you need to do better for yourself. Do better.
Yes.
Because you will get better. Everything will get better if you just keep going and work on yourself. So let's keep it moving.
Yep. Also, this too shall pass. This too shall pass. Everybody uses this. You either speak this into existence or you always say it to yourself sometimes, like, this too shall pass. You have to remind yourself that this moment that you're feeling is a moment, and you have the power to work on getting yourself out of that moment. So yes, everything will pass. This too shall pass is valuable. Go to sleep and wake up feeling slightly different, but at least you bought yourself more time to experience a shift in the wind of life. Yes. So what does it mean to be worthy of love? Let's talk about worthiness and love. So you deserve all of these. Listen to the word that is in every single sentence. You deserve to be treated well by others.
Yes.
You deserve to be loved and respected.
Absolutely.
You deserve to be happy.
Hell yeah.
You deserve your needs met and should not settle for less or feel you are undeserving of your desires.
Absolutely.
You deserve to be seen and heard. You deserve someone who is willing to grow with you and not settle for anything that holds you back from your own wants and dreams.
Damn. Yes. All these.
Can I get an amen? Can we raise the roof here? Can we get some like hands up in the comment boxes? We just want to see hands up for all of that, because you guys are deserving of all of those things. Hands up one time for the mic. Hands up.
You deserve all these things. And to say this to yourself, you do deserve to be treated back. I can't even. Oh my God! Like the day I realized that, yo, I was like, what? What am I doing? Why am I allowing people to treat me like this whole time? Like, it's crazy. But once you do it, we got all these hands up. Amen.
Yes.
All right.
By the way, Omalera said that this is a safe adult space, so you can curse all you want, Cece. That's right.
No, it's
When I say stop that, you say shit. Stop that shit. Stop that shit.
All right, come on. Let's keep going.
Okay, so we're going to go back to the red. Remember the red?
Yes.
So this is 4 ways, y'all, to begin to feel truly worthy. Number 1, forgive yourself. Stop being angry at yourself for past mistakes. Let it go. We all make mistakes. We're not perfect. We sometimes repeat the cycle. It happens. We're not perfect, but you got to forgive yourself. Just like we had on our episode of forgiveness, you have to forgive yourself. You have to be kind to yourself, and you got to forgive yourself. You got to let it go, and you got to move on. If you wallow and you sit and you just harbor that feeling, you're never going to be able to move on. So let it go and forgive yourself. 2, practice self-acceptance. An individual's acceptance of all of their attributes, both positive and negatives. We spoke about that. Yeah. When we are self-accepting, we embrace every part of ourselves, not just the positive things, right? Positives and the negatives. Self-acceptance is unconditional. Unconditional. You recognize your weaknesses, but you still fully accept yourself, flaws and all. Speak kindly to yourself. Stop that.
Shit. Stop that shit.
Stop that shit. Don't compare yourself to others, as we said, and turn the negatives into positive thoughts, but turn them into positive thoughts and actions. The action part is the part that you really have to do the work in. So you can turn a negative thought into a positive, but you have to back it up with action.
Right.
Talk the talk, walk the walk. Like, put the action into it, because if you just are thinking these things, it's not 100%. You got to do the action part. That's the marriage. Yeah. So got that. So let's talk about some mindful benefits.
Yes.
So mindful benefits. So just elaborating on like mindfulness techniques that I use and that I know a lot of people use in your worthiness. So So mindfulness benefits basically it shifts our perspective from the outside in to the inside out. Does
Right.
that make sense? So it's from the outside in to the inside out. So learning to accept that everything changes and so do you.
Yeah.
You also change. So honor that, accept that. We're growing every single day. Don't feel like a lot of people feel like change is scary, and change is scary. It's scary as shit, but just allow yourself to grow.
I
Allow yourself to move from a space that you're so used to.
Yeah, I think we always hold ourselves into like, I feel like we are always like trying to make ourselves like, not mess up. We're always trying to be perfect all the time. Either for our kids or for our family or for our friends or for, you're always trying to be something for someone else. So it's really important to just really, accept that maybe you can't do everything for everybody, and that you need to take that time for yourself,
Yeah,
and really work on yourself. So
yeah,
amazing, and stuff to keep in mind, really.
yeah.
You want to do the breathing? This is,
Um,
I
yeah.
love
I want
that.
to do I want to do a quick breathing technique with you guys. If you're comfortable with it, you can close your eyes. Um, we can't see you, so close your eyes. You can feel it actually more when you close your eyes. It kind of just gets you like more in tune with yourself. If you don't close your eyes, it's totally fine. I'm gonna say some things and say them to yourself in your head or say them out loud. Don't be afraid to say them out loud. Like, try to feel confident and comfortable in saying it out loud. If you can't, just say it in your head. Close your eyes, say it in your head. So these are some breathing techniques. So you're going to breathe in and out. Take a nice deep breath in. Breathe it out. And repeat these things to yourself. This is hard, and that's okay.
This is hard, and that's okay.
Invite loving phrases into your path, into your heart. Here's another one. May I hold this suffering with ease. May I know I am not alone. May I be
That's
soft, kind, patient, and loving with myself. May I know that I have all that I need inside of me, and the universe is not working against me, rather with me. Breathe in your suffering and breathe out your relief of this suffering. So take a deep breath again. Inhale and release that suffering. Exhale. Let it go. Open your eyes. If your eyes are closed, these we're going to post for you guys so you can repeat them to yourself daily when you need to, when you need it. It's super useful. It really is. Just one, you don't have to say all of them. Pick one a day and just say it to yourself. So thank you for doing that, guys. I hope that you did that. I hope that you felt it. I hope that you do it on your own by yourself. We do have some resources for you guys that Cece will post. We're not going to say them all, but we have some books.
this
We
book.
have some websites, a TED Talk. What else we got?
Homework.
Some homework. We're going to post homework. Do your homework, guys. Like, do your fucking homework. Yeah. And then we're gonna so yeah, so let's we're gonna see some quotes right now,
Yeah.
really quickly. And then we're gonna do the how you feeling after the quotes, after this whole thing is said and done. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5s. And then we have something special that we want to share with you guys. So here are some quotes that we found. So the quotes are, All that we are is the result of what we have thought. The mind is everything. What we think, we become. Buddha said that. Another one is, you remember the bad times more than the good times, because when you're struggling, you cry for a week, but when you succeed, you celebrate for a day. Appreciate your wins more.
Amen.
That was a great one. Jay Shetty said that one.
That's huge for me. Oh my God.
Right.
I was
Celebrate more than a day, like your successes.
Yeah.
And this third one is, you have spent enough time worrying about not being enough in someone's eyes. Now it's time to be enough in your own. Stephanie Bennett said that. How does everybody feel right now? I feel good. How do you feel, Cece?
I feel great. I feel awesome, honestly. This was amazing. I love the breathing. I love all the information that we've, have gone over, all the work that we're doing within ourselves that we're
Yeah.
able to do, guys. I feel amazing.
Yeah. So, guys, drop in the numbers. How do we feel now? 1, not good. 2, could be better. 3, open to receive. 4, good. 5, amazing. I feel fucking amazing. I feel amazing. I feel amazing that I'm doing this with you,
Yes.
holding this space. I love you so much. I'm so grateful for you, Cece. I am grateful for everybody that's jumped on. I'm grateful for everybody that's shared. I'm grateful for everybody connecting and putting their inputs. Please, like, this is a space where everybody is sharing. Try to connect yourselves here. Like, if you see somebody that wrote something that you really resonated with, write down their Instagram and send them a follow and hope they accept it and they follow you back. Like, this is why we're here.
Yeah.
You guys could have been anywhere else, but you're here.
Yeah, thank you guys
So
for coming through, and just I know, I'm like, oh my God.
That was thunder, by the way.
Oh my God. All right.
It's been raining here. It's freaking Florida for you. So I would like to introduce this last beautiful, amazing part that we are going to share with you. My amazing friend Cece has written a beautiful poem for you guys. She's a little bit shy about it, but I heard it already. And it's so amazing. It's so amazing. I want you guys to receive it. I want you to feel it. Even close your eyes while she's saying it. Cece, you're so amazing. She might cry, she might not.
I'm nervous.
You got this. I believe in you. This poem it touches hearts. So close your eyes, guys. Don't close your eyes. Listen to it. Listen to it. Feel it. Feel it.
I just want to say before I say it, I didn't even name the poem because I just didn't know what to name it. And it's just something I don't really like to share. I don't share my poetry. I have been randomly lately, but it's a part of me that I really keep to myself. Mm-hmm. So this is really just for you guys. And I hope you guys, can relate to it and like it. So I'm not going to look at anybody because I can't.
I'm going to have my eyes closed. So
the worthy poem. The weight of the world upon my soul. I feel so small and far from whole. The doubt and fear that grip my heart tell me I'm not worthy of a fresh start. I compare myself to others and fall short. My flaws and mistakes seem to distort the truth that lies within my core, that I am worthy. That's what I'm here for. But in the depths of my despair, I find a spark, a light so rare. It whispers to me, you are enough. And slowly I begin to shed the rough. I find the strength to rise and stand, to hold my head high and take command of the life that's mine, of the love I deserve, for I am worthy, and that's what I preserve. So let the doubts and fears fade away, for I am worthy no matter what they say. I am here. I'm alive. I'm free to be the person I was meant to be. Whew. I read this to you yesterday and I was like, I was crying. I was like, please, I hope I don't do this during the
Can we just get everybody just drop the hearts in there? Drop all the hearts possible. All the hearts, all of them. Drop them hearts in the comments. Please drop them hearts. Drop them like it's hot.
All right.
That was so beautiful. Thank you for sharing, Cece. I know you shitted yourself, but how amazing.
I love you guys for tuning in. We'll see you next month with a new topic and a new place to just, create just this mental safe place for you guys. So, tune in. We love you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for showing up.
Thank you, everybody. You guys are awesome. Can you post it so we can reread it? Yes. They want your poem. Yes. So you can read it every single day, creations, and remind yourself that you are worthy. Yeah. Because you are. Because you are.
Worthy. All of us in this chat right now. Especially.
Yes.
I love you guys. Be well.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Be well. Know your worth. The W word. Remember that the W word is inside of you. The W word is inside of you. Know your worth. Worth. No L word. Worth. PG.
I love you. And I'll
you, Cece. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.